What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the 96th edition of Debate and Destroy with yours truly, Blackout Bill. Not joined by my co-host, Local JJ. He's missing from this episode. That's okay. He's with us in spirit. So instead, to fill his shoes, we got our boy, the real deal, all the way from Bakersfield, Mr. Neil Wiviskars himself.
What's up?
What's going on? And then returning again, the master of all things extreme and disgusting, our guy Justin. So, Caesar, the boy, going brain dead.
What's up, bud?
What's going on? What's going on? And if we're bringing on Justin, you know we got to do something dirty, dude.
I did pick
something
this one.
nasty.
That
So
Knuckle Dragon death metal.
Knuckle Dragon, old school death metal, dude. We got Morbid Angels, Gateways to Annihilation versus Deicide, Stench of Redemption. And Justin, you picked it. So first and foremost, why these two records against each other out of all the records in their catalog?
I wanted to do these two bands against each other again because that was my first time on the show.
Yeah.
And as you heard from your prep, these are both like as good as it gets when it comes to death metal.
Yeah.
Like top tier, perfect albums. So
Really?
To me.
Okay.
To me.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
I mean, you say perfect. It's not. You know what? People say that. It doesn't mean every second is perfect. You know.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
me, though, like I can put it on start to finish. Both of them,
Yeah.
not a problem. And
I agree with that. I think I just like I know way more about Morbid Angels catalog, and like I would think that that's kind of like that's a pretty hot take to put that over Covenant, Blessed Are the Sick. You know what I mean?
those are great too. This is also my favorite album from each band.
Damn,
So-
dude, that's what I'm saying. I
Whoa.
think I don't know when like Deicide. I know like because you got us into the
Self-titled.
the
original,
self-titled,
right?
yeah, and then Legion. I know pretty decent. Is it Legion? Yeah.
Legion's the second
Um,
one. Once Upon the Cross.
See, I haven't heard Once Upon a Cross, or if I
That's-
have, it's been too long.
That's the one you got to hear next.
Okay, I will. Because listening to Stench of Redemption, I was, once again, like, every time you show me Deicide, I'm like, God, dude, these boys really are the fucking, they got death metal down years ago. Like, and how much further can you really go with it? You know what I mean? But Morbid Angel, I'm much more familiar with. I love, like, but like I was telling you before the podcast, I really like with the listening to Morbid Angel, for some reason, I always stopped at Formula's Fatal to the Flesh because I think like there was just a moment where I just got burnt out. Like I've heard enough.
Which
you
is
know?
funny because that's the other Steve Tucker album.
It is. And I like it, dude. Formula's
Yeah.
is pretty dope. Like,
And Gateways is the next one, though, right?
Yes.
FG,
It-
you know,
it
so
is.
like,
And I
it's
don't
so
know
funny.
why.
Well, what other bands do that? Where they're all of the albums are in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Isn't that
that
weird?
is a good point. I don't
Authors
know.
of Madness, Blessed Are the Sick, Covenant, Domination. I mean, think about it.
Formulas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gateway. Damn, I didn't even think about that. What's the one after? Do they continue that? No, because they do the Dimerium Satanas or what the fuck? what's
Elude
that called?
Divinum Insanus. But no, it's still going and then the latest one is Kingdoms Disdained.
Oh, shit.
So
okay.
they're still on it.
Well,
And the one
Heretic.
after this is that's the really controversial one where they bring in like the dancey vibe or whatever.
Heretic, I'm pretty sure it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is after Gateways.
And then it's the one the start to the nine.
Elude Divinum Insanus.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna remember.
That's-
That's
the
the one
bad
everyone's like, dude, fuck that album.
That's their Saint Anger.
Okay, got
Oh.
you. But the
Everyone-
Emperor of Metal, he likes it, dude. He defends it.
Well, he has some controversial opinions.
He does,
so-
and that's why we love him. But no, I don't know why, because now, like, and I'll get into it more when we actually start talking about the records, but I don't know why, like, because you were saying with Formulas, yeah, I listened to it and I was like, that's a great album. I don't know why. I might have just was burnt out and was like,
I'm
all right,
good. Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, that's all I need. Because I always put on, there's one from that album called Nothing Is Not, and you just listen and you go, and we can also do this with Gateways, but I listen to it and I go, man, Gojira really just said, let's do exactly what they're doing.
That is in my notes.
Yeah, and then make it like well, from Mars to Sirius onwards, they made it their own. But if you listen to like The Link in their first album, it's very much like, okay, big sandwiches owed to the boys in Morbid Angel.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Definitely.
crazy.
Big time. You
But-
know those boys were listening to Morbid Angel.
Morbid
yeah,
Angel with pick scrapes.
Morbid Angel with pick scrapes. Morbid
What?
Angel with pick scrapes.
What do you know of these bands, Neil? Like, what is your listening experience and history?
Not much, to be honest. It's mostly through you. So when I saw Pantera, Morbid Angel was supporting this album. So
That's
I,
fucking crazy.
I
dude.
wish I could go back in time and like, because I
Yeah.
was in the 7th grade. I was not ready
Yeah, for
Morbid
that, yeah,
Angel.
yeah.
There's
That's
not
blistering,
not
yeah.
in the fucking slightest.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wish I could go back and re-experience that.
Yeah, yeah, no, for sure. That it's hard when you have like concerts like that when you look back and you go, "Fuck! If only I would have known who was playing that day." But it's funny you say Pick Scrapes. That song that I was talking about, Formula's Fatal to the Flesh, I'll have to put it on for you after. It literally is a Pick Scrape riff.
Oh
and you're
my
gonna be
God.
like, "Oh my god, this is literally Gojira," you know?
Yep.
But no, I'll go later on, maybe when you get to halftime or towards the end of the podcast, I'll kind of go through like my ranking with the Morbid Angel stuff. But this one definitely sits pretty high, and of the Deicide stuff, I'll do the same thing. But both records, I was glad that you brought them. Like, it was just like I haven't gone back to like classic death metal records that I hadn't heard. You know, I always kind of like, you know, sometimes we get just stuck in like, oh, listening to things that we love and going back, and
It happens.
You know, so it was like a breath of fresh air. But no, this one's a good one, and it was tough. So the only thing that we cut was the intro from Stench. No, from Gateways.
Yeah,
From
because
that,
it's
there's
just
also a little instrumental or like interlude on that one.
Yeah,
too,
so we cut those
that.
so the track listing
And the
match.
Yep.
cover. There's a cover at the end, right?
Yes,
The
we
deep
cut the
deep
cover.
purple cover.
It is a deep purple cover.
Deicide covered Black Knight.
Yeah.
by Deep
Oh
Purple.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Interesting
Yeah.
cover, but hey,
It is.
Good
I
for
like
them.
that cover.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that cover.
It reminds me of Amorphous. I think it's on their like that coveted album, The Tale from a Thousand Lakes or whatever. They cover "Light My Fire" by The Doors.
Oh my God.
And it's just like the most ridiculous cover. I showed one
I've
of my
never
friends.
heard that.
Yeah, I got to show you because I have a friend who's super into The Doors, and I was like, dude, just to listen to this, you're gonna laugh your ass off. And he's like, well, that was
It's like
interesting.
like fucking 6 Feet Under doing a whole AC/DC album or something.
Oh,
You're just
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
You're
they
just
had
like,
the covers
what
out.
the fuck?
Yeah, or Black Dahlia. They did Painted Black.
Yep.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
Rolling Stones. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I kind of like some of those. Oh, I was thinking we could make a whole list of these, but this is the ones top of my head. Amon Amarth early in the career did Sabbath Bloody Sabbath,
Oh Jesus.
which is just like, okay, like way before. I think after their first album they did that.
I
It's
think
like,
they also have a Heartwork cover.
Amon Amarth?
A Carcass cover. I think it's Heartwork.
No shit. Okay, I haven't heard
We
that.
got to look for that because that's
Yeah.
in my brain for some reason. I think that is correct.
Got you. Dang. Well, anyway, let's bring it back to the topic. Time to fucking battle these motherfuckers. You know the rules. We go track for track. Whichever track gets 2 out of 3 votes gets the point. Whichever album has most points is the winner. We got to decide who's home team. I think we already decided with the way we're laying out. You know, spoiler alert for halftime, but Gateways is the way better album cover in my opinion. Like, I don't know maybe that's probably half the reason I didn't listen to this album.
we
on
can
Deicide
talk
side.
about it.
The Deicide.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, the Deicide record, that's rough. But I'd love the Gateway one. But either way, we're going to make Morbid Angel
Boom.
home team. And let's get this shit started, dude. Track number 1. So, dude, a lot of redemption is
Yeah, I
Redemption.
feel very redemptive.
Yeah, I
Battle
feel-
of Redemption.
For as much as these guys hate Jesus, they sure do love redemption.
That's right.
But summoning redemption versus the stench of redemption.
Summoning the stench of redemption.
Oh, yeah.
no,
I was
just
like,
combine
wait.
them, you know?
Yeah, might as well. So let's start this off, dude. Honestly, this was pretty tough. Like, and this is gonna, I think throughout this whole album, there was very little tracks where I was just like, this is a clear winner. You know what I mean?
There's almost none of that for me on this one.
Yeah. I will say when I put these records on the first time, and you guys might appreciate this, when you sent this, I went to the gym and I was working out and I had my headphones and I went back and did Summoning Redemption and the Stench of Redemption, and I really, really liked the production way more on the Deicide side than the Morbid Angel side.
Really?
Right? And I was like, man, this song is fucking crazy. There's no way. Like, I really, really like the way that this Deicide record. So, anyway, fast forward, like, when I come back and listen in here in the room with the speakers.
Totally
and
opposite.
complete opposite.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this Morbid Angel record sounds amazing, dude.
It's
Really?
way more dynamic.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, and I can't remember a time where I've had that really happen to me. And I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's the compression of the headphones or whatever could be, but I was like, it completely flipped and like, damn, that Deicide's album doesn't hold up as much in the room as the Morbid Angel one does.
You probably have a better ear for production than me. I like both.
Yeah,
I think
no, I
they
do-
set out to
yeah.
do different things with each of their production jobs.
100%.
Definitely,
And it's not
definitely.
like I was saying that the Deicide one was bad or the Morbid Angel was bad. It was just like when I first heard in my headphones, I'm like, bro, this Deicide one sounds incredible in comparison. But then I felt the same way when I felt the riffs in here from the Morbid Angel. I was like, damn. But I agree with the sentiment of like what they were looking to achieve, they both got. And I love that it's one of those things like we've talked about on other episodes with old school bands or just like taking production risks. I can hear 5 notes, not even the opening fucking thing, and I know which band is which. I don't even need to hear the vocals.
It's
I'm
true.
like, you know what I mean? And I love that. And I miss that a lot with some of the modern bands.
Yes.
But I get it. It is really cheap. It's very expensive to record like that. I get it, dude. So, but no, both 6 songs, dude. Very different.
Very different.
Very different.
But I mean, we can just get this out of the way. There's nothing close to a bad track on either album.
Yeah, I really did. There's nothing like.
And they both started with amazing ones.
Yeah.
The riff that they eventually get to, like midway through Summoning Redemption, sounds so fucking evil.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
100%.
I've got plenty of timestamps for this.
Oh,
debate,
okay.
By the way.
Well,
I don't know
whenever
how
you
many-
want to use them,
I don't
dude.
know how many you want to bust out, but
Dude, I might have to cap you at 5 or 6. I don't know, something like that.
Get DC made.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I think all of the episodes get decent.
Oh no shit! Wow,
dude.
fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
I'll do
Yeah.
it for JJ. Play way too many clips.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. No, if you want to, dude, we can do one off of Summoning Redemption.
I was actually gonna say 115 on the Stench of Redemption.
Okay, Stench of Redemption. Okay.
This timestamp that I'm pulling up is in the middle of the chorus, about to go into the bridge, which then leads to the solo. But I just love how they transition from that part with the big time like group scream into this riff that, I mean, this album is a clinic on riffs.
Oh yeah,
Absolute
100%. Yeah.
So
Here, let's listen to it. And
let's do it.
I love that shit. I love the way
Then-
the drums change
Yeah,
behind
we
that
changed
riff.
the drum beat, but we're
Yeah.
still playing that riff.
Yeah.
Right.
And keep it fresh.
Yep.
Love this shit. And then they just speed off into the solo
Yeah.
after this part. The transitions on this album are so
Killer.
great.
Yeah. And they're so fucking fast, dude.
Yeah.
Then they, like, bring it up to a higher note right there.
Yeah.
And they're still playing that same thing.
Yeah. One thing that I was gonna bring up with Deicide, when I was saying like they always surprise me when I don't know why, like we were talking about before air, when we talk about early death metal, I don't know why I always put I would, this is a horrible assumption, but I was telling y'all before the podcast, like I would put them in like early obituary, because their name would come up like obituary, death, Deicide. So I just imagined it was gonna be more like that. But when you listen, it's way
Notch.
more intense.
Yeah.
Like extremely intense, and the production's far beyond obituaries. Shout out to, I love Obituary Live, but you guys know my opinion of on their early recorded albums is not the same level of like early death or Deicide. But
No, I agree.
my point on this album is when I listened to it, and I listened to the song, the first thing that struck me, I'm like, dude, they have a lot of melodic sensibilities in
Yep.
their guitar work, and I
100%.
don't know why I lump them in the category like, oh, it's just going to be dissonant, like dissonant
just-
riff bass, or not riff bass, like dissonant, extreme, like brutal death metal. And then I put it on, and I'm like, I forgot the boys can play this well, dude. Like,
Right.
This
you know?
album is where we change from the Amat brothers, who were there for the first 7 Deicide albums, to
Yeah.
now we've got. Why am I blinking on names at the moment? This always happens on the pod, dude. Like,
It's not
you blank that-
Rutan or no. Who
No,
ca-
it's not. It's Ralph Santolo and
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the guy that I fucking love. That, of course, right now I can't think of his name.
Dude, the problem is we just know too many bands.
Jack
and
Owen.
Jack Owen,
Jack
that's
Owen,
right. Yeah, yeah.
dude.
How
They-
could you?
Yeah.
God.
And you were talking about listening to him on headphones earlier. I think that's more important for the Deicide record because of the dual guitar attack.
Yep.
There's
Right, they
there will
pan.
be different
Yes.
things going on in each
Yeah,
headphone.
yeah. That's a great point. That could be a big part of it. Whereas like on the Morbid Angel side, it's like just the way that the groove hits you. You know what I
Right.
mean? Versus like listening to the melodic sensibilities of the riffs. Not to shit on like, is it Trey? Right?
Trey as a
As he
golf.
thought his real name.
Oh, that's not his real
No.
name, dude. I will fight you to the death. That is
It's
a
not-
stage name.
It's not. Trey is also not his name.
Gonna
Damn.
surprise me, dude.
Fully lied to.
Fully lied to, dude. And you tried to die on that hill that day.
His name is actually George Michael Emmanuel III.
Well, now I know why he changed it. That is like the most Christian name I've ever heard in my life, dude. It's like 3 angels like together.
Jesus Christ.
But Yeah, no, nothing like both guitar works work in their own styles, but yeah, dude, the Deicide one, I was like, God, like I said, just their melodic sensibilities and their solos rip.
The solos
like,
are
I like Trey's
unbelievable.
solos, but I know Trey because I know Morbid Angel, so maybe I wasn't as blown away because I kind of know what to expect. But on the Deicide one, I was just like, holy shit, I forgot these boys played like this. Like, this is so sick.
And the other guitar player in Morbid Angel for this one is Eric Rutan.
That's right.
But
yeah.
the Gateways doesn't feel as much of like the dual guitar attack.
No,
You know, it
definitely
feels
not.
like
Yes.
we're all on the same mission. Whereas
To make a big riff.
Jeff and Ralph are they're both doing their own thing and they're both magic
Yeah.
on this album. So
Yeah.
And
they
they're
just
not-
accomplished the same thing in different ways.
Their solos are just they're not this typical death metal solo.
Yeah,
they,
no, 100%.
They 100%. Justin said this earlier. It's like the solos sound like they obviously know how to play many different genres of music,
Yeah.
and they just are amazing solos. They're not. I gotta say it. They're not fucking early Slayer.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
just.
And you remember when we did the first Deicide and Altars of Madness, how many of those solos on both those records were Slayer wankery? Remember?
Yes. Yeah, that's
I
right.
love both those records, but that's what the solos are.
Yeah. And it's like the thing we said, they're to taste. It
Right.
works in Slayer
They
because it's
are.
chaotic.
Right.
You know?
They are. They're classic
But-
records, and I love them.
Yeah.
But this album in particular definitely has better. I mean, that album has great solos too.
Yeah.
I just can't praise this one enough for the solos.
Yeah. But dude, that all being said, which way we going, boys?
Oh
What
my
you
God,
got to
this is
vote?
tough.
I could. This one for me, like, it wasn't like it beats the shit out of it, but I had a clear winner. I think Stench of Redemption is a better song than Summoning Redemption.
This is also where I'm going.
Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about the one thing that really turns you off of Summoning Redemption.
So the frogs in Summoning Redemption
Oh yeah, dude.
on this
Yeah.
certain set of speakers in my new work truck, I could clearly hear the frogs like all the way through the track.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't
really?
they don't
And it
stop.
just-
It's not like they like fade them out. They're
And it
there the
just
whole time.
Really annoyed me, but
The frogs, dude. What were they thinking?
they're so loud on those
Yeah.
speakers in particular. But then I listen like on headphones and in my car and stuff like that, and I don't hear it like that. So I came off of that a little bit. It was just so shocking to hear it like that. I was like, "Frog, shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, right.
But even without that, I'm good with that. Stench of Redemption still the better song.
I agree. Neil, what do you think?
Trifecta.
Trifecta, clear, a sweep. Let me ask you this though, with Summoning Redemption, what the fuck do frogs have to do with that song? Like
From
is-
Florida,
They're
dog.
Florida.
That's it. That's literally it.
I don't know.
That's all I
I don't
got.
know. That's
That's
what I'm
all-
going with. Though.
Okay, I was like, is there something I'm missing? Like maybe I didn't look into the lyrics. Like frogs are evil. I don't know what the fuck are
They
what's
are
the
a
deal?
plague, though, right? In one of the plagues.
Oh, that could be true. Yeah, I think you are right. Yeah.
They are a play.
Not
They are-
that song really has much like Antichrist stuff going
Yeah,
on. But
not as much as like the Deicide stuff, dude. The
I mean-
Deicide stuff is hilarious.
Like, we could get it out of the way right
We're gonna
now.
get right into it.
Is
but,
that I can't commend somebody enough for hating Jesus
Oh,
as much
Deicide
as that guy.
is hilarious.
How
No,
do you
it is
manage
like-
this?
I think that's also like not a reason that I didn't listen to him, but I'm just like it is so hokey that I'm like,
Every
it is
song,
like,
every
it's just like-
album.
especially now. Oh, let me get the point. So the point goes over to
the guest.
the guest, and we go into track number 2, "Death to Jesus."
No shit.
We're just,
I'm
we're
so-
s-
no way.
Sage is still
No
I am.
way.
That is hilarious. And when you look at all their dude, I was and because like when you guys came in, I've been trying to be better when I listen to stuff in the studio. Like if it's on Spotify or Tidal, whatever, I'll try to have the lyrics
yeah.
pulled up just so like, okay, what are these guys even saying? Because I'm not great with screaming. I think I know what they're saying, and then I'm like, wow, I was very wrong. Dude, the Deicide lyrics are just hysterical. Like
Right.
I'm like, this guy. What happened to Glenn? Like, like what did
He
Jesus
hates
do to
Jesus,
you,
bro.
dude? I
He
know.
really hates him.
He's so
Christianity
angry.
in general.
It's pretty funny. I
It's
mean,
very-
but it's metal, dude. Like that's been a
The
sta-
album cover, they lean all the way into
all the
it.
way in, all the way in. My thing is like it's been done. It's so much. Like they were on, like the ending of me where it's like the cutoff. I'm like, all right, this has been done to death, dude. Like with them and the black metal bands in the '90s, it's like, all right, guys, I think we got enough. Unless you can do it creatively, you know what I mean? That's what we talk about with Trevor. Like, how many times are you gonna write about killing someone, you know, in the same fucking way?
Yeah.
You know?
he always had interesting ways to Lord Worm.
Lord Worm, dude. Shout out to Cryptopsy.
I told
Lord
you,
Worm.
those None So Vile lyrics are sick.
They are sick. Man, did I send you that the guys from Cryptopsy were on the Suicide Silence guys podcast.
Garza Pod.
Chris Garza, Chris Garza.
Yeah.
And the singer of Cryptopsy right now was talking about that record, obviously not Lord Worm, but there was a couple of the screams that we really like. That's not Lord Worm.
Their flow.
Yeah,
The
and I was
drummer.
like, what? I thought the
Yep.
whole time it was Lord Worm.
I saw. I didn't see the whole pod. I saw some clips from it though.
Yeah.
I was interested to learn that.
Yeah, I was very like, dude, it's hard to knock the Lord, but that kind of, I was like, that's a big reason why I liked them. There was two screams specifically. I'm like, that kind of bums me out that that's not Lord Worm, because I was like, the Lord, bro.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, let's get into these two songs. Also, I think the entire thing's gonna be extremely different, which is honestly awesome that they're like. One thing too, with like kind of like the OG death bands and the OG thrash bands, there's other genres where you can't say this, where we put these two together as death metal, but they are like
very
worlds
different.
apart.
They're so
like,
different.
Very
They're
different.
for very different approaches to what they're doing.
Yep.
And I wouldn't call them anything but death metal. Yet
Yes.
they are so different.
I agree.
100%.
Where it's like,
Interesting.
if we talk about like deathcore or metalcore, you go to some of the early ones, like, bro, I don't know the fucking difference. Like,
Right.
there's zero fucking difference to me, and that could be a taste thing. Maybe deathcore more than metalcore. Metalcore I could probably do, but deathcore, like a lot of those bands, I'm like, bro, this is so monotonous. I just do not know who's who. You know what I mean? Like they're all trying to do the same exact fucking thing. But anyway, I'm not gonna rant anymore about that. There are deathcore bands that I like. But yeah, what do you guys think about these two songs?
Ageless Still I Am is the one where I put the note. Gojira was listening to this.
Oh,
record.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But I love it, dude.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
Angel
100%.
Still I Am might be like a top 3 song for me on the record. Like,
It got stuck in my head.
Yeah, dude, seriously. I was just like,
Yeah.
And especially with the, what's it called? Like, just the riffs and the grooves, dude. Because Morbid Angel, you know this, like going through their catalog, you either get that fast, like Altars of Madness style, like Morbid Angel, or like the groovy one. This album kind of has a little bit of a balance to both.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but this one hits the grooves, and I'm just like,
They're
there it
big
is.
grooves.
Yeah, it
Big
grooves
grooves. Big time.
so hard, dude.
I'm definitely I am overall probably more a fan of Morbid Angel just because of that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm so much
yeah.
more groove driven.
Yeah, and dude, like you were saying that they open for Pantera. That's a perfect like extreme version, but they are grooving. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
absolutely.
They're not just gonna blast you to death or whatever. No offense to any band that does that, but
Yeah.
it would bode well for a Pantera crowd to be like, you think we're extreme? Here's like some of the shit we were listening to, and that we'd probably take influence from.
Right. And they opened first,
Yep.
by the way. They were the opening band of
Yeah,
the night, which
yeah.
was a fucking travesty, but whatever. Death to Jesus.
Yeah.
I have a note that just says, this sounds exactly like the way I would imagine a song called Death to Jesus would sound.
Dude, I 1000% agree. When I put it on, I'm like, yep, that's about right.
His delivery on the chorus, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I couldn't unhear it when I did it, or like when I actually made this thing. But it almost sounds like he's reciting a Dr. Seuss book for me.
A little
Yep.
bit. A
He's
little
like,
bit.
oh da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
was just like, I can't do it. It's just too. At that point, it just lost me. It's being
Yeah.
too hokey.
Yeah.
I still like it. I like that they give you that riff before we ever hear it in the chorus, and the riff is like you hear it. It's the vocal melody. You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I like that when they establish that first. So then when you hear it again, you're like, oh,
Callback.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you kind of get into it.
Yeah, I think Death to Jesus. It's a good song, but for me personally, it was one of the bottom tier songs on the record. Like,
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
it was okay. I like kind of what you were saying. Maybe I didn't identify it as that or didn't know how to articulate it, but I think that's probably the reason why I was like, there's a little Dr. Seussy, a little.
And I think
like,
it's
That's
the
actually a good
chorus
way to
too.
put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
So.
and like you said, it's like. Not to say formulaic, but with like all their anti-Christian shit, it's just like, all right, I knew Death to Jesus was gonna be like, I hate Christian. It's like,
I
oh,
hate
God,
Jesus. Yes, I do. I hate Jesus more than you.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
I don't know. Like, maybe is that the lyrics? I don't know. We have to pull
It
them up.
could be. Honestly, if it was,
You might actually say that.
I wouldn't be surprised, and I would just be like, "Yep, that's Deicide." So, that being said, for me, I would definitely go Aegis. Still, I am like,
Right.
It,
I actually have. I purposefully didn't have that many timestamps because I knew
Okay.
Justin was going to kill it. But
Yeah.
of all the very few, I actually do have one for Ageless.
Okay,
It's
let's
at
do it, dude.
240 onward.
That is the same one I put.
I just literally, my note says 240 onward. Holy shitballs.
okay.
Is what.
The hard left. This is where it's like a hard left in the song, and I love it.
Anytime songs give you that like that curveball, I always that's like
I love it. Yeah, I live for that shit.
Exactly. What was it? It was 212?
240.
240. Yeah.
Like, what even is that?
Yeah.
But I love it.
And that little walk down's the only time they do it.
Yep. God, dude, that's so disgusting.
That shit is not
Just
right.
to throw that curveball at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just that one time we're just gonna and
Right.
But I love it. Like,
Yeah.
it's off the wall,
Yeah.
but they keep it interesting.
Yeah, 100%. It gives me Cryptopsy like vibes, you know what I mean? Because they
Yeah.
do that shit all the time, dude. But it's cool to hear Morbid Angel throw something like that in. But yeah, I'm definitely going Ageless. Still, I am. What about you boys? What are you thinking?
Same.
Agreed.
Dang,
Man.
dude, we're all
No.
in dude. Someone's got to make a hot take. Come on.
I'm sure it's coming. It's got to be.
gotta come.
You're going to piss off Justin one time.
Oh,
At
definitely.
100%.
Oh, definitely. All right.
Probably on purpose.
Oh, dude. Yeah. All right, let's go to track number 3. He Who Sleeps versus Desecration. What are y'all thinking here? Who wants to start this?
He Who Sleeps, is that this not like a really nice change of pace? How doomy and
Yeah.
like sludgy
Right.
is this track?
100%, dude. Like the Doom intro is a very, because you don't really get that on the Deicide side. You get a like just more and more like intense.
Right.
Whereas like Morbid Angel does kind of flip the script a couple of times and give you different flavors. Like
Yeah.
we were talking about, if you look at their catalog, they have like the fast thrashy, they have the groovy, and then this one literally could be a Doom death metal song,
100%,
like especially
right?
the first part. You know.
Oh yeah, some of these riffs would fit right in bands like Crowbar or I Hate God.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
especially the ending, like towards the ending of the song, it gets really sludgy.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can hear it in every song, but particularly in this track, I really took note of the kick tone. I fucking love the kick tone.
Oh, yeah?
Of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
album.
The drags, that like the end of the like phrase, it just like it just like kind of goes into the next bar. I love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think, what's the drummer's name again of Morbid Angel?
Pete Sandoval.
Yeah, okay. He's been there like every album. Like they never deviated from Pete, did they?
He's an OG.
Yeah, that's right.
OG?
That's right.
So,
And-
sorry.
No, I was just going to say, because Pete is definitely like also very, I would say, influential to like drummers, like in general, like the things he was doing.
Yeah, his performance on this album is outrageous. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
one of the things I really like, and like I'm not like anybody that knows me, I'm not like super into all the OG death metal,
Yeah.
but I like the variation that they have on their delivery for everything in Morbid Angel. So like Deicide never relents from hating Jesus, right?
Yeah.
So they're just constantly, like, and it's a man that's just upset with fucking God.
He's,
And that,
say it
but
lightly.
so, yeah, just
They
say it
literally have
lightly.
a song called "Mad at God" on
Right.
the previous
Oh
album.
my God! No shit! Oh my God!
I can't
But
with these guys.
Morbid Angel, although they do have that in here, this song in particular, I get more like H.P. Lovecraft, and it
Yes.
sounds like a god that's upset with man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
coming
yeah.
from the other fucking side of the fence.
Yeah, they got kind of that like what do they call it? Like that eldritch horror.
Yeah, 100%.
Kind of lyric writing, and they do that too
Yep.
on a like if you listen to Where the Slime Lives, that kind of has like those type of vibes.
Yeah.
you know what I mean. One thing I was gonna ask you, Justin, is as far as like the frontman for Morbid Angel, like. Do you have like a big discrepancy of who you prefer, like David Vincent versus what's his name on this album?
Steve Tucker.
Steve Tucker.
Live or
No, studio.
Just on the
studio.
album.
Yeah.
Man, that could really depend because like even the David Vincent albums, he sounds way different on Altars. Even on Blessed Are the
Yes.
Sick, he already changes, and then Covenant, he changes again.
Yeah.
Domination. I don't like the vocals on Domination. honestly.
Oh, because that
But,
effect, that vocal effect, dude. Yeah, there's something.
I might say that favorite vocal performance on a Morbid Angel album could be this one,
Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
or Altars of Madness.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
It's a tough choice.
Yeah. Altars.
But there's
yeah.
only these two Steve Tucker albums, so
Yeah,
there's
but
less
it's not
to
something
work
where
with.
you're like, oh my God, Steve Tucker's significantly better, or David Vincent's so much better.
Nah. I do like that David Vincent, he went through like a change.
Yes, definitely.
So you get a couple different sounds from him.
100%. Then he made a country band, and we're just like, oh yeah, David Vincent.
I've never heard his country stuff actually.
I don't think I have either, but I remember one time we were walking down 6th Street, and not related to going to a show or anything. I was literally just with friends in early college, and we went down and we walked by Dirty Dog, and I saw the bill and whatever, and I'm like, I can't be reading this right, because I was like David Vincent, and I heard the music, and I was like the Morbid Angel guy, and I like looked it up, and none of my friends I was with are metalheads, so they're like, Will, what the fuck? Come on, bro. And I'm like, no, you guys don't get it. This is blowing my mind right now. Like, that is not David Vincent. Like, that's so weird. And I looked it up, I'm like, sure as shit, that was David Vincent.
Jesus
I'm pretty sure he
Christ.
lives in Georgetown.
Yeah.
No
it must
shit?
be.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know we've seen him at like Come and Take It or something.
Yeah.
Yes,
Couple times.
There was a
I've
couple
seen him in
times I
shows
saw him
couple
come and
times.
take it. He was just at the bar. It felt like he was waiting for someone to come up and be like, are you David Vincent? Yes.
Yes,
With his
I
cowboy
am.
hat on.
With his
Alright.
cowboy hat, dude.
Yeah,
Big
sure.
old black cowboy hat.
Dude, I will say though, I mean, I can lament about some of his screaming live, but on albums, like I really do like that Ultimus record. Like that shit was solid.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Wow, you
Yeah.
didn't like it?
No, I thought I couldn't stand the vocals on
Really?
that Ultimus record. No.
I think you're more particular with guttural vocals than I am. Like
Could be.
Yeah.
His
Because
voice did sound a bit tired. Bit
it
tired.
did, but I also like it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It worked.
Yeah, it worked for me, but
It also sounded dirty. But
yeah, it did. But yeah, tell me about what about Desecration?
I was like, we
dude?
didn't talk about Desecration.
Yeah.
This whole song, I mean, it's just another one. I'm just going to say it again. This whole song is a guitar clinic.
It is
Like,
100%.
it just one riff after another.
Yep.
The solos.
Dude,
I like
l-
the opening riff just feels like impending doom to
Yes,
me. Like some
yeah.
bad shit is coming.
Yeah, one is literally like Doom-esque, right on the He Who Sleeps sides, but then the other one is like relentless impending doom is on its way.
that's about right.
But yeah, I definitely the Desecration solos are fucking wild.
Yeah.
But this one was really tough because, like you said, the change of pace on the Morbid Angel side, I was like, oh my god, this breath of fresh air is amazing. But it was really hard to be like, but is it better than there's nothing but guitar clinics? And especially because I was, once again, to go back, like, my standpoint of a fan from both bands is like, I've had Morbid Angel do something similar to like this, and I've come to know what to expect. Whereas when I heard all the guitar work on the Deicide record, I was like, holy shit! Once again, I was just like, God, dude,
It saves
boys can
every
play.
song.
Yeah, it really does.
Like
dude.
every time I felt myself being like, okay, it's like, oh, here comes a fucking amazing
Yeah.
solo.
Yeah,
That is a little blasphemous because where is the credit for Steve Ashim on drums?
That's true.
oh
He's-
yeah,
that is
yeah.
true.
He is a great
He-
drummer. Great drummer.
I mean, I will say maybe his intricacies and stuff like to listen for, you might have to listen a little closer because
Yeah.
there is a lot of blasting and shit, you know, and he's as fast as fucking anybody.
yeah,
with
and
his
it's
blasts.
noisy. It's a lot of fucking volume coming at
But
you.
I still love it. As far as drummers who like play this chaotic, like very blast filled drumming,
Yeah.
he still has interesting fills
Yeah.
and little solos here and there. And I love his kit tone, so gets a big pass for me. Of like other drummers could have been a lot more boring with this, I think.
yeah,
That's true.
Probably.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But he's not upper echelon like this. This album for me is like, what other guitar duos are as this good? You know?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
don't get me started. No, I won't bring it up.
Not putting anybody above something else, but like to me, this is as good as it gets. With
Yeah,
a
I think
death metal
in-
guitar
in-
duo.
In death metal, you're probably fair. Although I do love the last two death records, obviously Chuck and Bobby, like their guitar shit together is amazing, dude. Like,
I mean, Chuck is just a god.
yeah, and then I love Bobby Coble. Coble, I think is his name. The one we
I
saw
don't
with
remember how
Death
to
to
say it.
All. His solos are
Oh,
wicked, dude. Like I
yeah,
love that guy's
right.
guitar playing, right? But yeah, because with like I'm trying to think of other people in that genre, like not Morbid Angel, not Obituary, Cannibal Corpse. They don't hit me in that kind of like traditional two guitar duo, like KK and Glenn, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Where Deicide has on this record specifically, it has that feel, of two guys with their own like little nuance and style that are making like an amalgamation of like just amazing guitar work.
Like Carcass. I mean,
Like
Carcass
Carcass, yeah.
does that, but you don't
Carcass.
see that a lot in death metal.
Yeah, but Carcass is a little bit of the odd man out, being like they're from across the pond. They started grindcore, so they're a little different. Like a lot of people, well, I could be wrong, but when the conversation is talked about with like the the death metal like classic bands, I always feel like Carcass is kind of like in this no man's land of like, well, are they or aren't they? Because they're grindcore, they're Napalm Death, and it's like, but they aren't. Like they're both.
Right.
Yeah.
They started as Napalm Death and they ended as, fucking B standard Megadeth, So
Pretty much. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
They kind of could get lost in the shuffle when we're talking about like the classic bands.
But I
not-
also love that they're the ones that evolve the most. Like that's
Right,
why
100%.
I think that's a reason with a lot of bands where they are like become my favorite bands is because they continuously evolve as artists. And Carcass, like I know you like the grindcore stuff a lot. I like symphonies. It's not like my favorite thing on earth, but I do enjoy it, right? There's a couple songs on there I'm like, dude, crepitating bowel erosion, let's get down, right? But to see them go from that to necroticism, which is the greatest crossover between grind and melodic death metal, into just straight melodic death metal is a wild ride, Where like bands like
Yeah.
Deicide and Morbid Angel, they have iterations, but it's not like that. Like there's a trajectory
no,
with Carcass.
not as much of a change.
Yeah.
For sure.
How do we get on a Carcass rant? And we gotta pick it. We gotta pick. We always going on Carcass. You know how much we love Carcass, but
I'll pick first.
Go for it. What are you going with?
Desecration.
I picked
Damn.
Desecration too, dude. I did. I was tough though. This one was really tough.
I feel like I just have to pick to not do this again.
yeah, we
But-
can't do 3 sweeps in a row. Come on, Neil.
No, it's gonna have to be it. Sorry. I've got standards, okay?
Yeah. What, you going Desecration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I really expected either one or both of you to pick He Who Sleeps.
It's a great
it's a
fucking.
great
this
song.
is a tough
Because
one.
it's so
super
different
tough.
and it's so well executed.
It is,
But
100%.
Desecration is just perfect.
Those
death metal.
solos, dude.
Yeah.
The solos.
The
fucking,
solos.
It and then big
Yep.
leads and then like the melody that they work in and out of. It, yeah, it's well
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Tough choice though. Tough one.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's go on to track number 4. To the victor, the spoils versus crucified for the innocence. What do you guys think?
I don't even have a winner picked for this one.
Really? Was
Oh.
that close?
I'm gonna have to pick it on the spot.
Damn. Okay. I enjoyed both of these, but I did have a clear winner. I like to Victor the Spoils better than
Really?
than Crucified for the Innocence. Just like trying to recall them in my mind, like with some of these death metal bands, when we get into like further in the album, it can be harder. Like not to say that I don't dislike the songs, just like I'm trying to like, it can get difficult with how much like material is coming at you.
Yeah.
Which we've gone through this with a lot of things, but that being said, with Crucified for the Innocence, I just think that like for me, it's a great song with a lot of like parts that I'm like, oh yeah, this is Deicide just killing it again, but it just didn't like. It didn't stick with me. Like I wouldn't put it on a playlist. Whereas like to the Victor the Spoils, I heard it and it just like I can recall it a little bit better, a little bit more memorable in my mind. So it's like for me, just
Fair
that
enough.
standpoint, I had to go with it. You know what
That's
I mean?
fair. I think for Crucified, it's not so different from like the rest of the album that it's easier to remember, I guess. I will say, Deicide does do a good job of giving you like the song title and the chorus to
Yes,
try to
that is
try
true.
to help
That's
make it
true.
easier to remember.
Yeah.
But it's like because it doesn't stand out from the album, maybe it could get lost in the shuffle. But just pull it out, listen to it individually. Still a great song.
Yeah.
And like you put it on 90% of other death metal albums, it's the best song.
Really?
Like-
Yeah, that you could be right, dude. And I think one of the big things too is because like when I do listening for the podcast, it is very much like I just do the entire album, right? Like I
Right.
listen to it cover to cover. And when it comes to like death metal, brutal death metal, that can get hard, bro. Like that really like I don't know what happened. Like I used to be better at it, but in the last like couple of years, I've been like, fuck, man, I can only take like 30 minutes of cattle decapitation, and then I got to tap. You know what I mean? Like
Our brains
Travis
change.
Ryan,
brutal.
fucking
It happens.
goblin screeching at you. You're just like,
Yeah.
I'm tapping. That's it.
tapping. I can take more Deicide and more Morbid Angel, but kind of the same sentiment. Like I get further, I'm like, woo! I like you guys are really. I'm getting beat up. I'm like in a
Right.
9-round fight. I'm just getting fucking gut punches just over and over and over. You know what I mean? No breathing room. That's what we were saying with like He Who Sleeps. There was a little bit of breathing room, but Deicide, I'm just getting, and that's what their
Right.
job
Yeah.
is. I
Right.
get it. I get
That's
it. Just,
their mission.
As Carlos says, just getting punched in the dick. Dude,
Yeah.
just constantly.
Just punched
I'm
in the dick.
Fuck. Like,
Jesus
In the
let me
best way
recover.
possible.
Yeah, in the best way possible. Like there's no recovery, But
talking about doing them in full, I noted that To the Victor, the Spoils, when doing the album in full, I really like how He Who Sleeps goes into that one.
Yes,
like
I
that
agree.
was good flow there.
They're
agree.
like, hey, we're a death metal band. I don't know
Yeah.
if you forgot.
I don't
Yeah.
think you're not, but we can get down. You know?
They're like, time to go fast again.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done with that. We're done with that fucking doomy sludge shit.
Yeah. Let's go back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to the Victor the Spoils. What about y'all? What be y'all picking?
So I didn't super love either one of these songs,
Yeah.
but I think I got to do Crucified.
Crucified? Oh, really?
think
Was there
so.
just more memorable or just
Yeah,
like,
so there's one part that I noted where at the tail end of every bar would be these little harmonics.
Okay.
And they were always different. If you listen, if you
okay,
really
yeah.
listen, it's like I don't know why I love that shit so much.
Yeah.
But I remember that.
And there's a lot of that on the album too.
Dude,
Yeah,
give
there really
Rob
is.
Flynn a sandwich, bro. Anytime
right?
someone puts natural harmonics, I go, give Rob
Dun,
Flynn a
dun, dun,
fucking-"
dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
My brother and I were talking about that also because when we were hanging out, and I was just like, bro, because there was an interview with Rob and he was talking about like why he did that because when he
Right.
was listening to albums and trying to copy them, he didn't realize pinch harmonics were one thing, so he would try to just always do natural harmonics when he was learning, and that just became his style. I'm like, that mistake literally created a riff style that everyone
That's
copies.
funny as fuck.
Because I was listening to like a lot of the, or this hit me. This wasn't recent, but like maybe a couple of years ago, I had like Linkin Park on, Disturbed, shit like that, like the new metal, and a lot of their breakdowns. If you go back and
Harmonics.
listen, they just do natural harmonics.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, dude, they really do old Machine at a big old sandwich.
That's funny as fuck. Hey, you know, I couldn't fucking play guitar, and I didn't have this technique at all, so I was just doing this thing.
Yeah,
and
he's-
it just spawned its own
Spawned
thing.
that. He's
dude.
like, yeah, I was like 14. I had no idea what a pinch harmonic
You know,
was.
for all the shit that I give him, he's a real motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I love Rob. Come on, dude, I love him. Man.
I mean, you know.
I know but he wears his heart on his sleeve. Like I could say the same thing
100%.
about Chad.
Oh,
but
100%,
I think
100%.
Chad is not as cringy with the stuff that I've heard with Rob. But I just, dude, it doesn't matter because his peaks are so high that I'm
Right.
like, nah, dude, that guy's like
100%.
an S tier.
Glenn Benton's another one that's kind of like Rob.
Oh, in what way?
In a way where he speaks his mind and
yeah.
he's not always right.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah,
You don't give a fuck, though.
But I still love him.
I would rather have that than the over polished. Like I'm gonna say everything right in this interview. Like I
Let me
hate to
read
bring
my-
it back to Megadeth. God damn it,
press
but I
statement.
love just like be you. Fuck it, you're a rock star, dude. Like
You love to
Right.
bring it back to Megadeth.
You know I do. You know I do. But be the rock star. I didn't get into you to be like, you know, this. I have a corporate fucking momos I'm gonna deal with every day. I don't need the fucking yes. In the next album, I'm gonna say all the right. Say something crazy
Agreed.
in the interview.
Right.
No one asked you.
It's
about.
just goddamn rock.
Yeah,
this
just
is
say,
metal.
Say something completely left field to have people
Right.
go, "Who the fuck is this psycho?" But anyway, I was just thinking about this. But Jack Owen's the one who went to jail, right? Is that the guy, or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't think he went to jail.
Or who's the guy that was the MAGA and he was in the fucking overthrowing the government?
Oh, you're
that's
talking about
Jack Owen
Recently. I don't think it was Jack Owen.
No. That guy was from
Cannibal Corpse?
Mm.
No. Why did I think it was him?
Was it-
John Schaefer?
John. Yeah, it's
Schaefer.
like Halloween, right?
Was it
Was he in
Yeah.
Halloween? Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
okay,
like you're
okay.
right.
yeah.
That's
right.
so random. I don't know why I thought he was Cannibal Corpse.
Honestly,
No, Cannibal Corpse is the guy with all the
can't-
guns.
Yeah.
That's Jack Owen. No.
That's fucking metal right there.
Yeah, that was.
No, that was is that Rob Barrett? I forget which Cannibal guitarist that was.
Me too. But Jack Owen was in Cannibal Corpse.
Yes, he was.
Okay,
Jack
okay.
was an OG member of Cannibal Corpse.
Okay.
Right.
He's on Eaten Back to Life through the Wretched Spawn. I
Okay,
think.
got you. Got
That's
you. Yeah, I get
way more cool reason to get fucking arrested.
yeah, just having a ton of guns.
I think like
all right.
Mick from Slipknot also got arrested for like getting in a fight with his brother and stabbing him in his front yard or something. It's something super fucking
Oh, gotcha.
weird.
Yeah.
But it was like, hell yeah, dude, that's fucking metal right there.
Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. But what about you, Justin? Which one are you going with? You gotta be the tiebreaker.
And which sucks because I said I didn't even have a song picked.
Sorry, buddy.
All right.
On the spot.
On the spot.
On the spot,
Do do do.
I am
do,
going to
do.
go with Crucified for the Innocence.
Oh my
Damn,
god,
dude.
we
I
are
am.
so
Wow.
consistent.
I really,
You guys were really lockstep
really like
today.
both of these. I like Crucified. Now I could see this being a dividing thing between us. What do you guys think of Glenn? Glenn really wails with some highs on Crucified for the Innocence.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I like Glenn Benton's vocal approach. It very suiting to like the things that he does. The highs, Like sometimes I like him and sometimes I don't. I don't really know how to explain that.
I totally agree. But if he can channel just sounding like a madman,
Yeah.
I'm good with that. But sometimes he hits these spots where I'm like, we could use a little improvement.
Yeah.
But
Right,
I
yeah.
like the variety at least.
It's
I
a
like the
very
variety.
unhinged high, at least. It's like
Yes.
It's
This
like a
song
madman.
especially,
yeah.
Seriously,
He's just like,
yeah.
It reminds me of your boy Barnesy, dude. Sometimes I'm
Oh,
like,
my.
it's like just
a little bit.
Little
a little
Barnesy,
bit.
yes.
But
Hey, wait,
I'm,
no.
I'm much more okay with this.
He already,
yeah.
He already commented and said, "Thanks for keeping me out of this." So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He
Dude.
we're
did hit up-
sorry.
Shout out to
Hit up
Barnesy,
y'all's-
dude. My bad, dude. I love you. That's right. I forgot he said that. That's awesome. But no, all right. Then fucking Deicide's
Crucified.
getting the point up. Let's go to our halftime. Talk about these album covers. No bearing on the debate, but I already told you my opinion. A Morbid Angel by like a mile, dude. I actually really like, I don't know what's going on. Gateways to Annihilation might be one of my favorite Morbid. I actually like a lot of the Morbid Angel album covers. I was thinking about it. Maybe Blessed as a Sick with the one with the book on the front, or is that Covenant? No, that's Covenant.
Covenant is the one. with
Yeah,
the
that
book.
one's okay. But I like Blessed of the Sick, Altars of
Man,
Madness.
Altars is iconic as
I
fuck.
love Domination.
Blessed of the Sick is like a 300 or 400 year old painting.
Yeah, I love that. I
Yeah.
love when bands do that shit.
Damn.
Like Candlemass, like they have a lot of ones where it's like old paintings.
Candlemass does that?
Yeah, I think Nightfall is like a really old school, like
Oh,
really
shit.
really old painting. But
That's a
What's
cool
it
cover.
called?
But this cover it's appropriate, and
It is.
I love the
appropriate.
zombie Jesus. The
Zombie
cover matches
Jesus.
Glenn's lyrics.
Yeah.
okay, let me
that's-
raise you. I agree it's fitting. I just think it's ugly. Nothing to do with Jesus.
He's
I
vomiting.
would take the zombie Jesus off of Christ Illusion by Slayer way over that because I like that style.
Yeah, I could.
You know what I mean? Like I like that kind of artistic style. Like this does nothing. I look at him like that's just ugly. Like it's ugly music. Like I get it, but
Yeah,
not
I'm
for
willing
me.
to say it's not a great cover, but I like it.
Okay, I got you.
This is a great cover.
This is
and I
what
knew
Yeah,
is
straight.
this?
it's a
dude?
Dan Seagrave, bro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
This is like the coolest shit. And then I don't know if you noticed, but on Spotify, it's cropped. It's not the
Yeah.
full
That's
album art.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you get the full album art from the LP, and it's even better.
Yeah,
Right?
no, I love that. I love when that's the case, dude.
So, and I think it really speaks to what I was saying earlier. Is like it's got the wormhole in the back, and like all
Yeah.
of the shit's kind of like coming into it. So
Yeah.
it gives you a more sense of like space
Yeah.
horror and like
Yeah.
things that are old and fucking not even evil because they don't understand the concept of evil. They're just beyond that as a
Yeah.
being or whatever.
I love that.
Like-
It's like just so beyond your understanding as a person. Like
Yeah, and
it's-
then whatever the things are over here that have like the fucking. It almost
yeah,
look like
spaceships.
guns or
yeah,
something.
I don't know what's
yeah,
going
like
on, but I love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
But to go back to what I was saying with like ranking the Morbid Angel albums, now that I've listened to this one, I was talking to my brother about this, dude. It's really tough because they're all kind of different, and I like them. But dude, it might be Covenant number one. Like I like
pick.
Covenant a lot,
It's a really good pick.
But I do love Altars of Madness. Like
Right.
it's such a classic too. So it's tough, and they're not really like divisive. And besides Domination, actually, because you said you didn't like you didn't like the
vocals.
vocals, but do you like the album? Like I don't think it's that big of a departure quality
Yeah,
wise.
because the riffs are too sick to
exactly.
not get down with it.
And formulas
The
too.
almighty riff.
The almighty riff. They don't really miss. And I think you probably have the same sentiment with Deicide, is that like they're very consistent bands.
Yeah,
They put out
Deicide-
quality records.
Deicide has a couple of kind of subpar records, but in a catalog of like 13 records or whatever they have.
Yeah, but
It's gonna happen.
But prior to the Stench,
Yeah, there's kind of 2 and 1 with really shitty production.
oh okay, okay,
But also like first one incredible, Legion
Yeah.
incredible, Once Upon the Cross incredible. So
yeah, okay, it's forgivable then.
it is.
Gotcha.
It is. I can forgive a subpar album if you put out some fucking death metal masterpieces.
Now, since I'm not
100%.
that familiar, this is like the A B C D E F G. So yeah, so there's 5 before this. How many are there before that? And
7. This
Wow.
is Deicide's 8th album, I'm pretty
and
sure.
then
Wow, dude.
this was 2000 and
2000.
2000, and then that one was
05.
Oh,
pretty
okay,
sure.
so it's kind of like same-ish.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
as
pretty
far as
similar.
like as far as how far they are in their career and
Yeah.
time-wise and all that.
Yeah, 100%. You would. I'm assuming you would take Glenn's vocals over the guys from Morbid, Angel, or do you have a preference?
I would say that's very close.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I like more enough to pick one over the other.
Okay.
One over the
Okay.
other there.
The enunciation from Homie from Morbid Angel's way better.
Yeah, that is
Steve
true.
Tucker's got
Steve
that.
Tucker's got great enunciation.
I do like Glenn's highs and
Yeah.
his choices of like vocal melody, which I know is not a tone thing, but choices of like how I'm gonna deliver this bar
Yeah.
or whatever.
He can go fast too.
Like his rhythmic
Oh, yeah.
sensibilities. Yeah.
You remember from the first debate, there was
Oh,
a couple
yeah,
tracks on the
dude.
first Deicide album
You're
where
just
Glenn,
like, that
Glenn's
is
got some
blistering.
bars.
Yeah. He's got some bars, dude. Glenn Benton is dropping bars, dude. But
Dropping bars on your ass.
was that Disturbed?
Yeah.
Oh, dropping plates.
Yeah.
Dropping plates on your ass, bitch.
He got it.
Stop, dude. Fucking Disturbed. No, if we're gonna look at like the big four death metal, let's just for the sake of example, let's say it's like Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, Deicide, and Death. Let's say those four.
Oh,
of those
shit.
four, who's your favorite screamer
Who?
or vocalist? I guess you could. Yeah.
Man, I might have to go. So it almost depends on like album by album.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
No
Cannibal's
shit.
got two different vocalists.
True.
Chuck changes throughout their
Yeah.
discography. Glenn is the most consistent, but remember the first Deicide album, he sounds pretty different on
Yeah.
that one. He sounds more like a crazy guy.
Yeah.
rather
Let me
than-
rephrase it as a whole, like meaning
As a
like-
whole,
Oh,
okay.
shit,
So
okay.
Corpse Grinder as a whole versus Barnesy as a whole versus Chuck as a whole versus Glenn as a whole.
I might have to take Chuck. I think
Chuck?
I
Yeah.
think I think I
Damn.
got to take Chuck.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I was less okay with the symbolic and Sound of Perseverance vocals, but I've grown to appreciate them more.
Got you.
I liked him
And-
more.
Me too. You know what's so funny? Until I started talking with y'all and like going to other metalheads and doing the thing, like Death for me, I much preferred the vocals on Symbolic and Sign of Perseverance. I like his high screams.
Right.
I think there's a lot more emotion that is portrayed. You know, when you get to like Spirit Crusher and you get to that
Dude,
chorus.
same.
wh-
I was
like,
about to say Spirit.
Could you imagine? Although I should back this up because on the first album, Infernal Death and some of those ones have
Yeah,
really
dude.
high highs.
He's
too.
got those
That's
super
true.
highs.
I love his super highs. Like they are
And he sounds
wicked.
like a madman. He sounds like a guy walking around with a knife looking to stab somebody.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking-
But I think I would agree. I think I would go Chuck as well because of the diversity of his range throughout the catalog. You know, I would, dude. Honestly, both guys from Cannibal, I would put lower on that totem pole.
Really?
Like,
Early
I-
Barnesy is fucking untouchable almost though.
But
How many
like,
people-
It's not me. Like I don't like. I respect Barnesy and I respect what he did on those records. Just for me, vocally, like that's not my favorite vocal tone on planet Earth. Like,
Talking about like
I
needing
understand.
to give a sandwich out, like early Barnes is like how
True.
many people
True.
copied
Everyone
that?
copied early Barnesy.
I
That
was-
is true.
I was gonna say of all the vocalists that you just named, nobody in death metal was copied more than Barnes.
That's true.
Right.
No, good point. Good point. Good point. I do agree with that. His influence on the genre is probably the most of any of those guys vocally. So that,
I think so.
but I think just for like personal preferential like taste, that's like not my favorite vocal style on planet Earth. Like I enjoy it with the music that he's making. Obviously, it's suitable, but like I just Chuck that range. I love. You know what I mean?
And he nails every style that Death
goes for.
went for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm also taking Chuck.
Yeah. The guy in Obituary might be the lowest, actually.
No, my God.
Those early records, dude, like, especially Spiritual Healing and then what's The Cause of Death by Obituary, where they both have that vocal effect.
you mean Slowly We Rot?
Slowly
And
Rewrite, sorry. Where they both have that vocal effect. Chuck sounds better with that vocal effect, but and I still don't love it, but the guy from Obituary, I'm like, dude, this
It's
is
like
it's like unlistenable
It's like a
almost.
chorus or something.
Yeah, some kind of chorus or fade. I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird effect that I don't love.
I don't either.
I'm glad it
Yeah.
didn't stick around.
Yeah, it's like only those two albums. Like, huh. But then you see Obituary live, and they smack. When they
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
those songs, you're like, fuck.
Obituary is way better live.
Yeah, they're a much better live band. I agree with that. But anyway, all right, let's continue on with this debate. Let's go to track number 5, At One With Nothing versus Walk with the Devil and Dreams You Behold.
What a fucking mouthful.
What a
Jesus.
mouthful, dude.
I know
There's
how we feel about Glenn Benton's song titles, but that's a great song title. I like that
I
one.
mean, it's epic, but Jesus.
I like it.
it's a lot.
It's a little long. I
a
like
little
it.
long.
It's like imagine that on like a cassette or whatever back in the day. It's like the texts have to be like fucking tiny as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
There's not much to print on there, you
Yeah.
know?
You would have to put the acronym. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen, I've seen this on like Trivium set lists because they have like
Oh,
whole
yeah.
sentences.
Right.
They just have to put acronyms, dude, because it's just like, bro, what? Pull harder on the strings of your martyr.
Yeah.
Like, no way.
Pull
dude.
harder, yeah. And fucking
whatever.
Metallica's that too. They'll just like reduce a whole song to like one thing.
Yeah.
It's like Sandman
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
fucking
man. Yeah.
BDM is just like horrible night
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah. Or what's the longest has got to be, but it is an acronym on the fucking on the thing. Is that on New American Gospel by Lamb of God was a Officer Dickhead gets a black fucking eye.
Oh my
It's
god.
like just, but it's like the acronym or whatever.
Well, Niall would like a word about long song titles.
Oh Jesus.
They
Oh,
have
yeah.
like
God.
3 or 4
True.
songs that are there's like full sentences that are actually the song title.
Love that.
It's like they're just fucking with you at that point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a meme.
Yeah,
Basically.
100%. But anyway, what do you guys? Any feelings here? I honestly, this was like a gut reaction, like very visceral when I listened to these two. I had a clear winner. Was that one with nothing, dude? I liked it better.
Really.
Yeah,
I don't want to say my winner yet, but since you mentioned that song,
yeah,
are the verse drums are almost like a solo the whole time.
yeah, yeah,
Pete is just like
It's like a
going off.
tom
Yeah.
pattern, right? Like
Yes.
a cyclical tom pattern.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I like that groove. You know, it was just like I said, kind of like what I was alluding
Yep.
to in the last one, just more memorable. When I went back to it, I was like, nah, dude,
That's
this
what I
is-
have for my
this
notes.
is a clear winner for me. Like I liked it.
They also made the solo like calm and creepy.
Yes, I did like that. It was a cool change
Very
of
cool.
pace.
The song evolves a lot.
Yeah,
But
Right.
that being said, Walk with the Devil in Dreams You Behold is there a couple good examples, or at least one for sure in that song of Jack and Ralph being able to evolve riffs. They'll like play it one way, they change it a little bit. They also, I would have to go through the song to find it, but there's times where they'll play like the same note as like first it's a power chord, and then they like tremolo pick it.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And I love like it sounds similar, but it's a little change.
I have that
Yep.
in my notes. I even have a timestamp. Do you have a timestamp for this one?
For this song, I do.
About 30 seconds?
No.
No.
but,
Oh, shit. Okay.
The timestamp I put is for the end of the song for like a minute or whatever is just toms.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That's
Steve
right.
going around on those toms. I fucking love that.
you want me to put it on?
Good. Let's take Neil's timestamp.
The outro actually works for me because it kind of calls back on the early part.
Okay.
On
Just
the
go
walk,
to
walk with the
the
devil in your dreams.
yeah the 4-minute mark.
4-minute mark.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. A little Deicide in the night. Flames. Oh yeah.
These solos, bro.
Building.
Oh yeah. That's fucking nasty.
And it just doesn't
It
stop.
doesn't stop. It's so unrelenting, dude.
Like Death to Jesus, they use the chorus riff in other parts of the song too, so that you like, oh, there's that riff again. Whenever they go into the chorus,
Yeah.
it makes it catchier, it makes it hookier.
Yeah, the thing that I was going to point out was those big open chords.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that I ever remember hearing in this album up to this point, and it's not something I would expect them to do, but it works.
Yeah, it does.
It works so
It opens
much.
it up for the leads to
Right.
just like cut through, and yeah, you're exactly right. I honestly didn't remember that part as much as I thought I did. Like that was pretty fucking sick, you know. But I'll still go with Morbid.
And for those reasons, I am walking with the devil in dreams I behold.
Damn, dude. All right,
Neil?
Neil, you got to be the tiebreaker.
Finally, we're splitting.
Yeah,
I'm walking too.
dude. At one. What? Oh, you're walking?
I'm walking
He's
too.
walking
with
with
the
the
devil
devil.
and the dreams I behold.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
That's dumb.
Now, that be said, this was probably one of my tougher picks for this whole album.
Really?
Because that groove,
Yeah.
the groove for Morbid Angel is insane.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I
Absolutely
love
insane.
that groove, dude. It just caught me. It got
But-
me, like I said, it was just like a visceral reaction.
But the execution, man, the execution for Walk with the Devil, I can't.
Yeah,
Can't deny it.
can't deny it.
Those fucking
Yeah.
evil ass chords.
All right, let's go on to track number 6, Opening the Gates versus Homage to Satan. Hey, that's their entire discography is Homage
Right.
to Satan.
Homage for Satan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Another banger. It is another banger, dude, with some
Yep.
crazy guitar work on it.
It's another song that sounds exactly like I would expect.
Exactly. But I take this one way over Death to Jesus.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like Homage
definitely.
to Satan a lot, dude. Like
Execution here was
Yeah, we're not doing the
significantly
Dr.
increased.
Seuss.
Right?
You know,
Nope.
Even though I would expect, honestly, I kind of would come to expect that. I was ready for just like homage to Satan. Like I was ready for like some kind of anthraxy chant or some shit, dude. But completely different. I was like, okay, cool. Well,
Not even
good.
close,
I
bro.
know.
Yeah, no
Not
shit.
even
Thank God,
close.
dude. But I think that's kind of why it was, because it subverted me when I looked at the song title. I'm like, this is gonna be a piece of shit. Like this is gonna be a stupid fucking song. I was like, dude, it's another banger. Another
Right.
fucking banger, dude.
You just have to forgive the cringy song title.
Yeah, you really do. Just like, all right, but whatever. It's death metal. I get it.
It's death metal. Homage for Satan. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
the reason you might be more down on it is because of how many titles they have like that, right? We just
100%.
one song ago we're walking with the devil and dreams we behold, and the next one is Homage for Satan.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But that being said, and I'm just gonna basically reveal my pick with this, Homage for Satan to me is like up there with Hammer Smash Face, Legion of
Damn.
Veracity, Spheres of Madness, like the quintessential death metal songs.
Yeah.
Homage for Satan is epic it's the best song on both albums to me.
Wow, that could be true,
it's-
dude. I definitely put it as the number one on the Deicide side.
It's a step above almost their entire catalog to
Yeah.
me. It's
Yeah.
a perfect song, and I think
Perfect song. Wow.
Damn.
I think it's legendary. Like it should be treated as such.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. I don't know if I held it in that regard, but I definitely thought it was the best song in the album, and I picked it as well. Like I think I like Opening the Gates, but I don't think it's close to Homage to Satan. Homage.
Yeah.
Homage.
Opening of the Gates, I do like that they use some of the suffocation start stop.
Yeah.
Right.
That is pretty
Notice
cool.
that?
big
Yeah.
bass drops. Well done.
I wrote the
they're
same
they're
thing.
not
Oh,
over.
yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
overdone. They serve the song.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. But it's hard because it's going against Homage's. Dude, that is just fucking phenomenal. Like I said, it's the best song on the record. And I like it. And I was so ready because honestly, like I'm sure like Deicide fans have heard this many times or like something. This was the first time of me hearing this song, listening to this record. Like I'd never
crazy,
heard this
dude.
song before. So
And I've been
and even out
listening
of
to it-
context, like I completely agree with. I'm like, yeah, dude. I mean, it's the best song on the record. Like it's a fucking killer track.
I've been listening to it for like 15 years, so
Yeah.
I hear. How can you not hear it a little different?
True,
Right.
true, 100%. But even still, it's cool.
Y'all are
It-
both new to it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's same thing. This is
Yeah.
the first time I've ever heard this song.
And it's cool that like, okay, I will say, if it is a homage to Satan, it's cool that that's like your best song. Is
Right.
The homage to
Yeah.
Satan. Like, okay.
Also, it has a great music video.
oh, is it really?
And- yeah.
Okay, I gotta check
It's
it
like
out.
a priest gets like infected by the devil and then goes around like infecting other people,
Oh,
biting
shit. I
and
gotta
killing
check
and all
that
that
out.
shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
I'd watch
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie.
We
Watch that movie. Yeah.
we
Oh,
we
yeah.
can't leave this track without putting on a song clip for Homage for Satan.
Let's do it,
We
dude.
got to 155. Homage for Satan. The reason it's the best is because it has the best solos. What's one of the
Yeah.
reasons?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yep, that part right there.
That squealy that then you can tell it's like the other guitar.
Yep.
Right?
I'm not sure who plays which solo. And then Steve adding more kicks the next time they play it, you know?
It's such a simple riff, but it's
Yeah.
so catchy.
Yep.
Da, da, da.
God, dude, yeah, God.
Yeah.
You know, one thing listening to that solo part, I love the one part of that song is that the contrast between like the chaotic solo, like just like a bunch of legato sweeping into like, then we go harmonized run together into like a melodic solo. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
such a cool
like
contrast.
straight out of like a
Yes.
fucking Maiden song or something.
Yeah,
Like,
and the
it
way he
doesn't-
bridges, they
right.
bridge those two together.
Right.
You know, instead of just being like left, right, you know, or whatever. It's just like, all right, let's do a harmonized run and then go into like a melodic solo. It's like, fuck, dude. Good songwriting, man. Great songwriting.
It saves the song because that riff, that yeah, you can't listen to that for fucking 4 minutes.
Yeah.
They use it exactly the right amount.
Yes.
Yep. Dang, so all of us going homage?
Homaging for Satan.
Homaging. All right. Let's go on to track number 7. Secured Limitations versus Not of This Earth. Bro, Secured Limitations is Trey on vocals, right?
Yep.
Right.
The
We had
highs.
to look this up. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was just like, who the fuck is that? I
Right?
was like,
And where have you been?
where have you been? Exactly. I was like, bro, Trey's got a killer voice.
Trey's highs were a great addition to
Dude,
that track.
100%.
And they could have used it more.
They really could have. It was cool to hear it. It annoys me because I still don't think it's one of the best songs on the record, but I love hearing his voice in the mix up vocally. Because once again, it's like a breath of fresh air, and you go, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Right.
Who's doing that?
Right.
And that was exactly how to look it up because I thought it was maybe like a featured artist or someone, and then I'm like, "Oh, Trey could have done this the whole time."
That's why I had to look. I was like, did they get a guest on that track?
vocalist.
But no.
Yeah. But is it better than Not of This Earth, dude?
I thought these were pretty close. Oh, real quick
Yeah.
on Secured Limitations, though. What do you guys think of, like, the entire second half of the song pretty much is, like, solos?
Right.
Yeah.
And I was good with it.
I was good with
liked
it.
it.
When I was
Yeah.
listening to it, I was doing like work and stuff like that or whatever. And at some point, I was like, "Is this an instrumental track?"
Yeah.
Because there's like fucking 3/4 of the song without fucking
Solos,
lyrics.
Yeah. Like, not only is the guitar screaming, he's like, yeah, but now this is my song.
Right.
This is, not only is it my song, it is
I'm
mine.
taking over this bitch.
Yeah, I'm going to solo over it.
Trey also enunciates pretty good, and I just love that you created this thing you call sin.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
It is
dude.
one of the few songs that's like
Yeah.
straight up like, human hating, God hating, like
Yeah.
just like against religion entirely or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but well done.
It is, dude. It is well done. But what do you think of Not of This Earth? Dude, we should get a fucking Morbid. You guys have a timestamp for the Morbid Angel side? We haven't gotten like any Morbid Angel.
38 seconds for
Alright, good.
Secured Limitations.
Yeah, let's hear some of Trey's vocal.
Yeah, that's right around where they are, huh?
Let me pull it up here.
We
This-
haven't played enough Morbid Angel on this.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
You're slacking, Justin.
That's
It's your
on you.
podcast, man.
Come on.
Will told me I'm cut off at like 5, so
Oh,
Yeah, but
man.
you're not even close. This is like 2, isn't it?
I think it is because you've actually done 2 or no, you did 1.
I think
You
so.
did one.
Oh yeah,
So.
because the other one was.
You created this thing you called sin. I create this machine. Through the pain and denial was free. A freedom contained within sin.
That riff is so easy.
Groovin'.
Start our existence.
The dropout with just Trey's vocal track.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The songwriting is on point.
Rising away. So the claim of effective. Always disseminate.
Takes it to the next level.
Dude, it really does.
Again, Gojira, were you listening to this, guys?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, 100%.
Just a little bit.
Especially Terra Incognito, like
Oh, yeah. Tara's full of it. But there's
big,
also
big
what's
time Morbid Angel
Yeah.
worship.
And then that one random like new metal song. What's it?
Oh, on there.
Satan is a lawyer, and you're
Satan
like,
is a
what
lawyer.
the fuck is this? Like,
That's a jam, bro.
it is a
I
jam.
love
I
that
actually
song.
do like it. Yeah. But I was like, man, they were listening to Limp Bizkit too, I guess. I don't know what was going on
I
there.
mean, hey,
but
if you got to pull out all the references, it's on the first album,
Yeah,
Whatever.
dude, 100%.
You're finding your footing.
I agree. I agree with that. If you're gonna do it then. But
Yeah.
dude, honestly, I think it's just because I got the change up with Trey, but I would go Secured Limitations, man. Like it really just like. Not to say that I don't like Not of This Earth. It was a good song, but it was nice to hear something else. And then, but it also was a double-edged sword because I go, like we were saying, where the fuck was this the whole time? Like,
Right.
on other albums, like you couldn't have busted this out somewhere.
Right.
Like, is it the ego
He's-
of the frontman that bad that Trey's not
Right.
allowed to do anything on the record? Like, what is it? You know,
Because it's a great addition to the song.
it really
right.
is, and it adds. It's not like a forced thing where you're like, oh, I really got to insert myself. It's like, no, he actually has a killer high. You know, that blends well with a cool low.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
then they do
Right.
the group vocals.
Yeah.
Not of This Earth, though. I mean, I would say it's probably one of the lower tiered tracks of a great album, and yet still has great solos.
It
you can
does.
still always say that.
They never
does.
slash up with solos on this, just
Yeah.
straight up.
They really don't. But
And I
were they
didn't
better
noti-
solos than the ending part of Secure Limitations?
Might be.
Really? Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah.
They're just too good.
Yeah.
But Morbid Angel's got great solos on
They
this
do.
album too.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to take away from them.
What are you guys thinking? Come on. What's the pick?
I
What's the pick?
also have to go Secured Limitations.
That's
God,
it.
dude,
That's the
we're-
pick.
I can't wait till we do this next episode.
We've had a
'cause
little-
we're gonna be
I know.
way
Oh,
overrated.
trust me.
Uh,
I'm not gonna have
We've
a
had little
voice.
disagreements on this.
little disagreements. Yeah.
It's because both albums are so great. There's not a lot to hate.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. That's true.
It's very true.
All right, let's go into track number 8, I versus Never to Be Seen Again. Now, dude, I is so catchy.
Yep, 100%.
I still hear it in my head. It's like-
I love it
I
when
love it.
songs do that, like
Yeah.
where they have this big like fucking thing where they start a phrase or whatever, and it's
yeah.
and
Yeah.
then da 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 da
Yep. Yeah.
like it's such a
It's like we were
fucking
talking
catchy.
on the Whitechapel episode. We were
Right.
talking about the first song off Kin. What was it?
I will find you.
I will
right.
find you.
But yeah, he was
exactly.
I will.
Will.
Yeah.
Find. You. You know what I mean? Like that's so sick. But this one not as
Yeah.
like intricate as that, but kind of the same
Right.
idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then
And
that emphasis.
To make like, and this whole album is super catchy and groovy, so I
Yeah.
don't mind it. But this is like top tier.
Yeah. No, I agree. I love I, dude. No, this was easy for me. I definitely go I. Easy. This
Really?
one was an easy pick. For
It's
me, yeah.
that easy, huh?
Never to be seen again. I honestly don't even remember. Like I'm like it's probably a good song, but like I don't remember it at all.
It is a good song. And since you don't remember, you're not going to comment on this. But the main riff of Never to Be Seen Again, it feels like a fast sludge metal riff.
Okay.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can put it on if you want to
Yeah.
hear it. But
Fuck it. Let's do it, dude. You got one more.
So put the respect on their name.
admittedly, I don't have a timestamp, but it's the main riff of the
Oh,
verse.
here we go. He just ruined it. Now we can't put it on. No, we're supposed to put on Morbid Angel more. We're not putting this on.
I have a timestamp for I.
Yeah, let's do a
All right.
timestamp for I.
There you go.
Minute 30.
Because I like, dude, I is. It's one of the best ones on the record. I don't know why it's so low. Like, I would have put this, like, probably the second song in the album. Dude.
I think it's easily my favorite song.
yeah, it's so
from
catchy.
both albums, I gotta say.
Yeah. What'd you say, what, a minute in?
Minute 30. It's when the drums slow way down and we get into the more chill solo.
Voice of the integals, now your chains are stripped away.
Yes.
This is part of the reason why I like this song so much.
Yeah, that atmospheric vibe, dude. Another Gojira riff right there.
It's true. That's kind of an odd way to do that too. That dun, 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 like
Yeah.
and then back into it. Morbid,
Yeah, that
Angel,
is a good little journey that they take you on.
Morbid Angel is not afraid of hard lefts.
No,
And I love that about them.
I like that. Just the triplet, the like
Yeah.
it's fucking the most ridiculously cool thing ever.
Dude, 100%. And I just like that it's like a little journey, like a song within a song. That part.
Right.
Like you literally, from a writing perspective, you could have taken that and made it its own little thing, like it, or its own whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But you're right, just that left turn, but it fits. It's like abrasive and kind of like out there, but it works. And then you bring
It
it back, you're like,
works.
all right, I'm here, I'm back at home base,
Yep.
grooving. So for
And
me,
then
it was easy. It was
We had to look this up though too. Is it Trey that also had credits for the keyboards? Or somebody did.
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
it. Trey also
Oh,
did.
That
nice.
keyboards.
motherfucker. See, where's he at?
Where's he at, dude?
Where's he been at this whole time?
Respect to Trey. Shout out to Trey.
Shout out to Trey.
Shout out to Trey. What are you guys going with?
I'm going with I.
I
Yeah.
am
Come
going
on.
with I.
It is a great song. I love Never to Be Seen Again, but yeah, got to.
Nice. All right,
Got
let's go
to.
into track number 9, God of the Forsaken versus the Lord's Sedition. Bro, honestly, this was the easiest one to me. This
Whoa.
is really easy. for
Uh-oh.
me. Like,
Let's hear it.
dude,
Let's hear it.
Lord's Sedition, easily.
Okay, because that's Carlos' favorite Deicide song.
The
Oh,
Emperor.
I can see
So-
why. It's a dope fucking song. It's my second favorite song on the album.
So we waited till track 9 to finally do a big change.
Yeah, finally
Right.
the melodic. And when it hits you, though, you're like, bro, you could have done this the whole time.
That- just had this
that
waiting.
build up
That build-up
Right.
is sick. It's such a good fucking song, dude. Like, I really like it a lot. When I put it on, it kind of shocked me how good it was.
Yeah.
Because I was so ready for. I'm like, once I got to this far in the album the first time, I was like, we're gonna get another fucking just banger. We're gonna close the album. out. Yeah, and then this came on. I'm like, whoa! Talk about melodic sensibilities. Like, this build-up is fucking incredible, dude. Like, it's just a great song. Where it's like, God of the Forsaken might be one of my least favorite songs on the. It's probably my least favorite song on the record. It's just like,
I don't know.
It's
about
okay,
that, bro.
It's all right.
It's Pete's, in my opinion, Pete's best drum song. It's an
What?
absolute
I don't-
fucking clinic on drums.
His best. I mean, I'd have to go back, but I don't know about that, dude. He puts on a lot of clinics. Pete does.
It's a great one.
It is.
At a minimum, it's a great one.
But song wise, no, dude. I don't think it holds a candle to the Lord's Sedition.
I will say, I really don't have any problems with God of the Forsaken. It doesn't feel like the last track, which, how many
Yes.
times have I come on here and fucking talked about that?
I agree. And the Lord's Sedition is like on a banging last track, dude. Like,
And it-
that is a last
It
track.
feels like the closer.
It has that energy, that last track energy.
100%. So, yeah, for me, that was no contest. No contest.
Final-
Maybe the only one I felt like that.
Final clip of the debate.
Let's do it, dude. What do you
So
got?
I want to point out the reason I'm bringing up this clip is actually the riff that's playing during the solo.
Okay.
Which the solo's great. The 3 minutes.
On the God of the Forsaken?
Lord Sedition.
Oh, the Lord's Sedition. Okay. Go back to Deicide.
The rhythm riff. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that shit is good. But then the solo is great too. So it's like total fucking eargasm.
Gotta have a good rhythm section, man.
What was the timestamp?
3 minutes. And you can hear it better in second too.
God, that's dirty.
It's a really long riff too.
Yeah, it really is. That tail comes like hard.
There he goes again with this fucking vocal delivery, though.
And what's funny is, like, if you are a like someone who's just listening and you haven't heard the beginning of that song, the way it starts is not indicative at all to where that ends up.
Nope.
No.
Like,
Nope.
that is completely different to where, like, the song starts, which I love, dude. I love that contrast. So I can't say it enough. This was the only one I'm like on the album. I'm like, that's a fucking blowout, bro. Like, that's the I one was close. Like, it was a clear winner, but this one was like, nah, fucking way, bro. Like, I listened to Lord's Sedition way over it. Whichever the fucking
God of the Forsaken.
God of the Forsaken, yeah. What about y'all? You guys gonna make picky poo?
Picky poo?
I mean, I can't disagree with you at all.
Come
Other
on,
than-
dude. You know it.
I do love God of the Forsaken, but the Lord Sedition really is a top tier Deicide song.
I mean,
It's great.
Literally, if you could distill this album like into like 2 or 3 songs, this is one of the 2 or 3 I would pick.
Yeah.
100%.
I
Not
agree.
even close.
Like, if you put this and Homage to Satan back to back, like, that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
you need. That's literally all you need. Like, that's fucking banging. Maybe
And the
for one
title
more.
track.
And the title
title
track. Those
track.
3, and you just like, as a sampler, you know, if
Yeah.
you're gonna put that out, you're like, bro, I would be floored, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So let's go Deicide,
That
and
is 100%.
who's gonna read the score out? What's the score, Justin?
Deicide wins 6-3.
Damn! I
That's
thought it'd be closer.
That's a 2-win streak for them against Morbid Angel,
Against
too.
Morbid
Damn,
Angel.
dude. I had Deicide winning by 1.
I actually don't know what I had. I kind of
5-4. I
went
had it
along and didn't
5-4.
keep track. Let me see.
Yeah. When I did my picks, it was super close, but I didn't expect it to go that far
Yep.
away. But I'm not mad at it. I think that the stench the stench is a I think it is the better album. I think that is the right. Even if it's not that big of a discrepancy, I would say it's probably the better record.
I told Neil that the reason that I was excited for this debate is because I like when I can think of one that I don't even know in my head what I pick. I don't
Oh,
even know what
gotcha,
I
yeah.
pick, you know,
Yeah.
much less what you and JJ were going to like.
Yeah.
So, to me,
God,
I
how
was
dare
like,
you
this,
say
this,
his name?
this could go either way.
We
Yeah.
don't say that
Imagine
name.
how-
We don't say that name here anymore, dude. But yeah, me too. And it's always fun doing that. And like I said, I had it really, really close. And I'm glad that you brought these because like they're fucking banging records. But I'm not. I had a feeling the Stench of Redemption was gonna win. Like going back and forth, I was like, nah, bro. There's no way. Like it's some of the songs and the guitar work is just unbelievable, dude. Like,
Dude, those solos, unfucking
they're
touchable.
fucking crazy. So.
It's so funny. I think I agree that that's the better album, but I like this one more.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
it just speaks to me more as like my
It's a
taste.
groove. Yeah,
taste.
and your taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Which is ridiculous because we talked this whole debate about how there's more variety, without question, on the Morbid
Yeah.
Angel album. This is just death metal executed so
Right.
good
Yeah,
that
Right.
it can win with this score.
That's a great point. And I
Right.
think like kind of supporting what you're saying, Neil. I think I would go back to more songs on the Morbid Angels like because
Right.
I'm more of a Morbid Angel fan. I like the grooves. But you're exactly right, Justin, with the like it's just executed so
Right.
well, it's like undeniable. You know what I mean? Like whether I listen to this style as much as other people or not, like when I put it on, I'm like, dude, that's fucking death metal, bro.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
God.
If you're gonna do something basic and straightforward, not even basic, but like if you're gonna do one thing and do it really fucking well,
Yeah.
then hell yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that's
100%.
just gonna,
And that's pretty much the story of this album.
yeah,
right
yeah.
there, Stench of
I would
Redemption.
agree. I
Dang,
mean,
dude.
I don't know anybody that hates Jesus more.
Dude,
So-
No,
seriously.
you don't.
Yeah.
You do not.
Dang. So that all being said, today's winner is the Stench of Redemption. If you think that Morbid Angels album is better, your opinion is wrong. I have to
You're
say.
wrong.
You're wrong. Thank
You're
you.
wrong.
You're wrong. Incorrect. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you on the next one. Deuces.